Okay, a fundamental counting principle question. We got a problem here. It says, when 3-digit area codes were introduced in 1947, the first digit had to be a number between 2 and 9. The middle digit had to be either a 0 or a 1, and the third digit could be between 0 and 9, which essentially are all the options. So the third one gave you every single digit option. This one limited you, and this one limited you. How many area codes were possible under this system? Okay, so let's kind of set this up. 3-digit area codes means you got 3 numbers to choose from, right? And we'll call this the first number. Change the colors for each of the numbers. You have your second number, and you have your third number. Now, let's talk about how many options you have. For your first number, how many numbers are there if it has to be between 2 and 9? Do you know?
8.
Yeah, so you have 8 options, okay? So you have 8 options. Essentially, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And we'll write them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Under the second option, your numbers had to be between, or had to be 0 or 1. So how many options are there?
2.
2. So think of it like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, for making a tree to go along with it, okay? And those are either 0, 1, 0, 1, da, 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 da. I'm not going to write those all out. Before we even get to the third, how many options are there right now?
Would it be like 8 times 2?
Yeah, it'd be 8 times 2. See, we had 8 numbers, so after the first digit, we had 8 options. And then we've each of those had 2 options, so we multiplied by 2. So there's a total of how many options right now?
16.
16, okay? And then finally, the last digit could be between 0 and 9. How many options are there?
10.
10, very good. A lot of people say 9 when they see that. There's 10 options, which means from each of these, and I'm just going to take one in the middle here, you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So obviously I'm not going to do it for every single one, right? But going by what we did here, what should we do with this 10 number? See, we started with our 8, and then we multiplied it by our 2.
Yeah.
What should we do now that we have 10?
Multiply by 10.
Let's multiply by 10. So under that one, okay, maybe I should have written this a little cleaner. I'm going to make this a little nicer looking here. Give me a sec. Under the first option, we had 8.
Yeah.
You could have said to the power of 1, right? Which means there was a total of 8 options. And then you had 8, and then we had, 2 options. So we multiplied by 2, which gave us a total of 16 options. And then our third one, there are 10. So we multiply by 10. That gives us how many options?
26.
Well, we're going to multiply 16 times 10. So it's going to give us 160 options. Okay? And now hard to show you in a tree, right? Is if I had imagined 160 options, that's ridiculous. But essentially what we're doing here is we're just multiplying the amount of options each time. Okay? Does that one make sense?
Yeah.